Shalom. Back for the live lesson. First and foremost, as always, before I get started, return to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or forbear. And today, I'm just going to be free flowing. I just kind of, flowing in the spirit, man, bringing out some scriptures to edify the flock, edify the saints. I don't have anything written up, but as always, I love to go into the topic of the destruction of Babylon. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and dive right into that. Straight out of the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50. And just going to roll on from there, man. And this is going to be a real quick one. I'm not going to do no more than probably 20 to 30 minutes. All right? But Lord willing, it's edifying to the elect. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 1. And it reads, "The word that the Lord spake against Babylon." All right? And where is Babylon? Babylon today, the daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, is America. All right? Without a shadow of a doubt. All right? It is ran by Esau Edom, who is the wicked, according to the Bible, the sons of the wicked. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right. It's known as the border of wickedness in Malachi chapter 1. All right, the chief of nations, the golden city. All right, the hammer of the earth. All right, these are all different names used to describe this place, used to describe America. All right. So without a shadow of a doubt, America is Babylon. All right, the place it speaks of in Revelation 18 as the place that has made the nations of the earth drunk off of its wines and philosophies. All right, America is the most influential nation on the face of the earth. America is the most influential nation on the face of the earth, and is without a doubt the chief nation. All right, all the nations of the earth want to be here in America. That's how we know that this place is Babylon. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Once again, Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 1. The word that the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. All right, so the Chaldeans were witches and warlocks that ran ancient Babylon. All right, the same way that modern day spiritual Babylon, Babylon the Great, is ran by witches and warlocks. All right, this place pushes out witchcraft on the people of the earth. Okay. Wines and philosophies, man, like feminism, democracy, all right, all these different doctrines and philosophies that give the people freedom to do wickedness. All right, America pushes all of that. The alphabet people, all right, pederasty, pedophilia, okay. I named it earlier, feminism, quote unquote, women empowerment. All right, all these doctrines go against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. All right, this place is designed to be contrary. So because of that, there's going to be a great judgment, and it pushes out that wickedness upon the face of the earth to all the different nations. All right, you got people over there in Asia. You got people in Thailand. I seen a video of a bunch of young girls in Thailand twerking. All right, listening to people like Meg Thee Stallion and all that. Where are they getting that from? All that's coming out of America. That's all poison. And it destroys societies, all right? It brings chaos and disorder. That's what this place is all about. All right, Babylon is also known as the land of confusion. All right, and are people not in America not confused? All right, they don't know what's right and left. They don't know what's good and evil. They don't know if they're a man today and a woman tomorrow. All right, you got people what's it called, transitioning to be animals. All right, it's just a bunch of chaos, man. And the scriptures say, I believe it's Isaiah chapter 5, it tells you, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. All right? And that's exactly what this place promotes. Confusion. That's why it's called Babylon. All right? It goes all the way back to the Tower of Babel. Verse 2, it says, declare ye among your nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Bel is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. That's another thing about Babylon. All right, this place is the place of idol worship. Okay, you come here and they tell you you can serve any god, you can do whatever you want, you can worship whatever you want. All kind of you got a whorehouse on every corner. When I say a whorehouse, I'm speaking of these different churches. All right, worshiping so-called white man Jesus. All right, white man Jesus is an idol. That's the main idol that has people's minds in captivity here. All right, and then you got Allah, Buddha, the Hindu goddess Shiva. All right, these are all different false idols, false gods that people of Babylon worship. So it says, I'm gonna read that again. Jeremiah 50:2, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not, mean hide it not. Go out and declare it among the people. All right, and say Babylon is taken. Bel is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded and her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. And they shall depart both man and beast. All right, and that land out of the north, that is speaking of the nation out of the north, is speaking of Russia, okay? Russia, China, North Korea. These nations are being risen up against this great whore, against the daughter of Babylon, all right? It says, verse 4, in those days and in that time, saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together. All right, the children of Israel represent the so-called Latinos and Native American Indians, and the children of Judah represent the so-called Negroes. All right, that came here into captivity and went into slavery in this great whore, under Esau, Edom. All right, the ones who rule this nation. It says they shall come together, going and weeping. They shall go and seek the Lord their power. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So they're going to come weeping unto the Lord, which is what we're doing now, crying out to the Lord to deliver us from this evil, wicked, sinful kingdom. All right, calling it out for all of its witchcraft and harlotry. All right, we're crying to the Lord to deliver us from this place, because this place is getting ready to be destroyed by way of intercontinental ballistic missiles. It says, they shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward. Zion represents the promised land. All right, and Zion also represents the children of Israel, and the land that was given, given as inheritance to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Lord in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. All right, so that's what we're doing, crying out to the Lord to deliver us from the hands of these devils, man, from the hands of Esau, Edom, all right, these heathen nations. All right, crying out to the Lord and saying, show us the path to Zion, show us the path to the promised land, the land that you gave as an inheritance to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and let us join ourselves to you in a perpetual covenant, meaning an everlasting covenant that shall not end. All right, the one that you prophesied to us, going all the way back to Ezekiel 36, Deuteronomy chapter 30. Okay, you could go and read those for yourselves, but crying out to the Lord, saying, hey, bring us back to that perpetual covenant. Bring us the perpetual covenant that you promised to our forefathers to give to us in the latter days. It says, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray, and they have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All right, so the people are lost sheep, okay? And because sheep are supposed to follow their shepherd. All right, but we have not been following our shepherd, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, so we are a lost sheep and have forgotten our power, man. And we've gone from mountain to hill, meaning to different lands. All right, strong governments and weak governments, big governments and small governments. We've gone from nation to nation as a lost sheep. All right, our shepherds have caused us to err. And who are our shepherds? Our shepherds are the false prophets, okay, of our people. All right, these church pastors, man, they've caused us to err. They have us worshiping idols, okay, white Jesus, all right, Allah, Buddha, the Hindu goddess Shiva, the Kemet gods, all right, anything and everything but Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, but once again, it was prophesied that the Lord would circumcise our hearts and call us back to worship Him in the spirit and truth, right, to love Him with our power, all of our heart and soul. That's prophesied of in the Bible, going all the way back to Deuteronomy chapter 30 and Ezekiel chapter 36. That's part of the new covenant, okay? Which is also spoken of in Hebrews chapter 8, all right, verse 10, going on down. Hebrews chapter 10, somewhere around the 15th verse, All right. It says Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 7. It says, all them that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. All right. So every nation that we have been scattered into has oppressed, devoured us. Okay. Primarily here in the daughter of Babylon, which is America. All right, but also even in the Latin American countries as well. All right, the conquistadors, they came down there, slaughtered the people, raped the women. All right, and they set up caste systems. All right, to where the indigenous of those nations are oppressed. All right, the natives of the Latin American countries are oppressed today. All right, and the people that are in rulership there are the direct descendants of the Spaniards, who are also Edomites. All right, it says their adversaries have said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. All right, so you know they commit these abominations and evil against our people, and they say, well, you know, we're justified in doing so because you have committed wickedness, because you have sinned. All right, and of course it's all part of the movie. The Lord, He sent these nations against us, all right, as chastisement, as discipline, and as punishment because of our wickedness. All right, if we would have done right before the Lord and called out to Him, He would have delivered us long ago. Matter of fact, let's get that. It's in the book of Psalms. I'll find it right quick. I gotta look it up. I don't know exactly where it's at. I'll find it right quick. Bear with me. But yeah, if the Lord if we had done right before the Lord, He would have delivered us long ago. All right, and as I'm looking for that, I'm gonna continue reading in the book of Jeremiah. All right. So this is Salaki, bear with me. All right, now we're at Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 8. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goats before the flock. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man, none shall be returned in vain. All right, so the Lord is He says He's going to send against Babylon an array of great nations. All right, and once again, I listed those nations off before. All right, those nations represent Russia, China, North Korea, Iran. All right, all the nations that are getting ready to come up against Babylon in World War III. All right, those are the nations that the Lord is getting ready to raise up against the daughter of Babylon, which is America. So I found the scripture I'm looking for. It's Psalms, the 81st chapter. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get that right quick. All right, Psalms, the 81st chapter, going down to verse 13, and it reads, it says, oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. Hey, one second, I'm preaching right now. It says, but my people would not hearken unto my voice. I'm going to read that again, so lock in. This is Psalms, the 81st chapter, verse 11. It says, but my people would not hearken unto my voice, and Israel would none of me. So I gave them up unto their heart's lust, and they walked in their own counsels. Verse 13, oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways, I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries. All right. So the children of Israel, which is us, okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and we say so-called because these are the names, these are the proverbs and bywords that our enemies have given us in the land of our captivity. All right. But our true biblical nation and heritage, our nationality, is the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 sons of Israel. All right. We are descendants of them. Okay, and today they are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, if we had listened to if we had listened to the commandments that were given to us at the hand of Moses, all right, then we would have been blessed in the land. All right, and we would not have went into captivity. All right, if you go into Deuteronomy 28, all right, at the beginning of it, it goes into all the blessings that would have fell upon us if we would have obeyed and hearkened to the voice of our power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But reading Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse, I'm going to read that again, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. And they shall set themselves in array against her. All right, so they're going to circle around this wicked, sinful kingdom. And from thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty man, an expert man. None shall return in vain. Okay? And once again, those arrows, and it's not speaking of actual arrows, obviously. All right? You can't send physical arrows against a country. Those arrows is actually speaking of intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay? It says, and Chaldea shall be a spoil. Jeremiah 50:10. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because you were glad, because you rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. Because you are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls. All right, so they rejoiced when they took us into captivity. And they rejoiced when we went into slavery. All right, it says, because you are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls. All right, so America has waxed fat. All right, they had the riches of the earth. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has the wealth and the riches of the earth, and they got that off of the backs of the slaves. All right, more than 400 years of free labor. Okay, and stealing and robbing the so-called indigenous of their land. All right, that is how America has become wealthy, and also going and invading other nations. All right, and stealing their resources and turning them into third world countries. All right, it says, verse 12, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. All right, when it reads, it says the hindermost of the nations, okay? America, which is also known as Arsareth, okay, pursuant to 2nd Ezra chapter 13, America is far away from all the other nations, all right? Verse 13, it says, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goes by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. All right, so because of the wrath of the Lord, and what is the wrath of the Lord going to bring? All right, it's going to bring the nations of the north country, the nations of the north, all right, sending their ICBM nuclear missiles over here to burn this place up. It says, verse 14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, meaning all that have nuclear capabilities. It says, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. So the other nations are going to show no mercy to America when they start shooting those intercontinental ballistic missiles upon this place. All right, that's prophesied of in the Bible. It's prophesied in the prophecies right here, man. World War III. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that. So, Book of Revelations, chapter 11. All right, Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 14. It says the second woe is past. All right, so you have World War I and you have World War II. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his Hamashiach, and he shall reign forever and ever. All right, so after World War III, that's going to be the result. All right, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, who the word really calls Jesus. All right, he's going to come down. He's going to send more fire and more destruction upon this place. All right, what's up, man? How you doing? Yep. He's going to send more fire, more destruction upon this place. All right, and the chariot's going to be zapping niggas. All right, all the wicked of the earth are going to be punished. Okay. And then he's going to take over. He's going to take rule of the earth and destroy all the armies of the earth. All right. Let's go back to Jeremiah 50 though. It says, verse 14. I'm gonna read that again. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord." All right. Verse 15. "Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundation are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord, take vengeance upon her as she hath done, do unto her. All right, and so the Lord is telling other nations, take vengeance upon America, take vengeance upon Babylon. All right, and she hath done, do unto her. And what has America done? America has went around the world robbing, spoiling, murdering. All right, so that's exactly what is going to happen to this place. Okay, the Lord is going to raise up. He's going to raise up other nations to invade. All right, and to utterly spoil and destroy America. All right, that's exactly what's going to come in World War III. This place is going to be defeated, utterly destroyed. All right, verse 16, it says, cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest, for fear of the oppressing sword. They shall turn everyone to his people. They shall flee everyone to his own land. Verse 17, it says, Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria hath devoured him, and last, the Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, hath broken his bones. Okay, so going all the way back to the first captivity that the northern kingdom went into, all right, under the Assyrians. Okay, we were scattered under them, and now we're in this last captivity, all right, which is under the daughter of Babylon, ruled over by Esau, Edom. All right, and it says they had devoured us and scattered our bones. All right, so the evils are going to come upon all the nations of the earth, all right, that have had a part in the destruction of the children of Israel. Okay, and that's really all of them. Let's get that in 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10. All right, and it reads, it says, what nation hath not had part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Okay, verse 18, going back to Jeremiah 50 and verse 18, it reads, therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land, as I have punished the king of Assyria. All right, what happened to the king of Assyria? Okay, he had the Babylonians, all right, Nebuchadnezzar, all right, come and take them down. All right, and then after that, what happened to him? All right, the Persians and the Medes. Okay, the king of King Cyrus, the king of the Persians, came and he took down Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, so the same thing, all the wicked kings of the earth will have their successor come and destroy them. All right, once again, we're in the daughter of Babylon now, and this wicked king, all right, as Pharaoh was taken down, all right, in modern day, as Pharaoh was taken down in ancient Egypt, the modern day Pharaoh, which is Esau, Edom, is going to be taken down here in spiritual Egypt. All right, it says Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 19, and I will bring Israel again to his habitation, and he shall feed on Carmel and Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Gilead. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none. And the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found. For I will pardon them whom I reserve. All right. So while all this destruction is coming, he's going to deliver the elect. All right. It says, verse 21. Go up against the land of Mithraim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? All right, so Babylon is the hammer of the whole earth, because America that's another, once again, I said that earlier, it's known as the hammer of the earth, because America, all right, has the strongest military, and they use that military to go out there and destroy the nations. Okay, they destroy the different nations, they spoil them, they rob them. Okay, so it's saying, how has Babylon been cut off? All right, how has the hammer of the earth been destroyed? Verse 24, the Lord says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. All right, and how have they striven against the Lord? Okay, Esau, Edom, who runs Babylon, they've changed the images of the Lord. All right, they've committed great blasphemies. They changed the image of Yahweh Shai, the Hebrew Messiah, into the image of Caesar Bourgeois. All right, the damn Edomite and a homosexual. Okay, white Jesus. His image is based off of Caesar Bourgeois, one of the sons of the popes. All right, and he was a damn homosexual, man. White Jesus. All right, that's just a fake image. That's a fake name. Okay, First of all, that name is Greek. The Hebrew Messiah, he was obviously a Hebrew. His name was Yahushua HaMashiach, all right, which means the Messiah, okay, the anointed one. All right, so they changed the name, they changed the images, they changed the images of all the angels. You can go to Ezekiel chapter 1, and you can read about what the angels look like. They changed them all to little white babies, all right? They changed the image of the Heavenly Father, okay? They took his name away, Yahweh, and they call him, they got the people in the world calling him God, which is the title. All right, there be many gods and many lords. That's somewhere in the book of Corinthians. So they got people, you know, which God are you praying to? Okay? It says, Jeremiah 50, I'm gonna read that again. Jeremiah 50 and verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. All right, so he has brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Okay, those intercontinental ballistic missiles. We go to Isaiah 54, and verse 16, I believe. It tells you the Lord that he put the technology in the minds, in the technology in the mind of the scientists, okay, to split the atom and create the ICBM nuclear missile. It's Isaiah 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. All right? So there you go. It says, I have created the waster to destroy. All right? Now, I'm going to keep reading. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 26. Come against her from the uttermost border. Open her storehouses. Cast her up as heaps and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay all the bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. All right, so that when the Lord comes to visit Babylon, all right, when he comes to visit Babylon and Esau, Edom, all right, he's gonna. It says that their time of visitation, he's gonna slaughter them as bulls, all right, because this place is really just one big altar to the Lord, all right. That's why he's gonna burn it with fire. It's gonna be like a big burnt offering, all right. Let's get that in Isaiah 34, okay. Isaiah chapter 34 and verse. I'm gonna get verse 1. I'll start at verse 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." All right, what is that representing? The mushroom cloud, okay? You ever seen an atomic bomb go off? All right, the mushroom cloud forms, and it looks like a scroll being rolled up. It says, and all of their hosts, meaning all of their armies, shall fall down, as a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Okay? So, my sword shall be bathed in heaven. All right? Because Esau, Edom is in his heaven right now. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. All right? Idumea is another name for Esau, Edom. Okay? So the so-called European, so-called white man, they're known in the Bible as Esau, Edom, or the Idumeans. All right? It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment." All right, so these people, they're cursed to the Lord's judgment. All right, they're the ones that are reserved for the wrath of the Lord. They're spoken of in Romans chapter 9. Verse 6, it says, "The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath made a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea." okay, once again, Babylon the Great, all right, is the land of Esau. Esau Edom runs this place, all right. Idumea runs this place. So that lines up with this Jeremiah 50, all right. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 27. It says, slay all her bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our God, the vengeance of his temple. Okay? And the children of Israel are his temple. All right? It tells you that in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, all right, that we are the temple of the Holy Spirit, the temple of the Lord. It says, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, and according to all that she hath done unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, power of hosts, power of armies. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. All right, so the most proud, who is the most proud? Esau Edom, all right, the so-called white man. He is the most proud. The Lord said he's gonna kindle a fire round about in all his cities. All right, so there's gonna be chaos, death, mayhem, destruction. All right, all these things are going to come upon America against the land of the Chaldeans. All right, against Esau Edom and his wicked, sinful kingdom. It says, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. All right, the children of Israel, okay, so-called Latinos and Native American Indians. All right, and those confused on their faces may look like other nations, but your forefathers go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the children of Judah, all right, so-called Negroes. We were oppressed here in this land together. And all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go. Verse 34, their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He shall thoroughly plead their cause. All right, when he says plead, that doesn't mean he's coming to beg and cry and all that. He's coming to slay, man. He's coming with the sword, with fire, all right? Death and destruction everywhere, man. It says that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. All right? A sword is upon all the Chaldeans, saith the Lord. All right, so the sword is given to come upon all of the Americans. All right, this is the land of Babylon. All right, a sword is upon all the Chaldeans, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes and upon her wise men. All right, and what does a sword do? A sword destroys. A sword kills. All right, once again, man, the scriptures say the Lord he's gonna make an utter destruction of this place, man. All the wicked, sinful people of Babylon are going to be given to that sword. All right, it says, verse 36, a sword is upon all the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon all her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon all their horses, and upon the chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon all her treasures, and they shall be robbed. All right, when it says they shall become as women, if you had a nation of only women and an invasion of all men came in, what would happen? It would utterly destroy them. It'd be an utter slaughter. All right? That's what Babylon is going to be like. That's what Babylon is going to be like when the other nations invade and shoot missiles upon this place, man. There's going to be no defense. All right? Like if you took the NBA, you took the worst team in the NBA and pitted them against the best team in the WNBA, they would get utterly destroyed. All right, but it's gonna be even worse than that. Imagine getting the starting five. All right, let's say you had the all-stars of the '90s, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and all these, Kobe Bryant. They all were put on a team together and went up against the worst team in the WNBA. Man, the score would be 100-0. All right, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be when when the other nations, when the Lord rises up against Babylon, man. It's going to be utter destruction. All right, the sword's going to be 110-0, man. All right, let's keep rolling. Jeremiah chapter 50 And verse 39. Therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the island shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. As Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Okay, so as Sodom and Gomorrah was overthrew, all right, as Sodom and Gomorrah was overthrew and no one has ever inhabited that land again, that's how America's going to be. It's going to be completely, utterly wiped out. Verse 41, behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow, I mean in their nuclear capabilities, all right? They shall hold the bow. It's like it, bear with me. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon the horses, every one put in array like a man to battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. The king of Babylon hath heard the report of them, and his hand waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail. All right, so they know exactly what's going to happen, man. That's why they're in fear. You know, it tells you in Revelation chapter 11, I believe, that in 3.5 days, the Spirit of the Lord entered into them, and great fear fell upon them. All right, it's like the Spirit of the Lord entered into them, and a great army rose up, and great fear and all that saw them, great fear fell upon them. Why? Because they know that once the children of Israel are risen up and they're out here on the highways and byways teaching, that their end is near. All right, they know that these prophecies are getting ready to come very quickly, and you see what's getting ready to happen, man. Great destruction. All right, great destruction is going to come upon America and all of its inhabitants. It says, verse 44, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong, but I will make them subtly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. All right, and who is the least of the flock? Okay, that's talking about the 1948ers. Okay, what's it called? You know, the you wish people, the JOOs. All right, the fake JOOs. All right, they're a small nation, but because of them, the nations of the east are pissed off because what they're doing to their Muslim brothers over there in the land of the Palestinians. All right, which is really our land. But, you know, they're causing chaos over there. And that's what's going to spark World War III. It says, I'm going to read that again, Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. All right, and I can keep rolling. I could go to Revelation chapter 18 and get a little bit more on that, but I'm gonna end it there. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, wherever you may be scattered across the four winds of heaven, four corners of the earth. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops, the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety. To all you sincere Akim, keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether we're here or forbear. All right? And that was the reading. I read just the Jeremiah chapter 50. And man, like I said, you guys read, study up. And man, Lord willing is edifying. Shalom, until next time, and a Bible ball. Shalom.